Alright people, it's another Legends Day, but no changes being made to the army today. I think I'm ready to settle down with the current army that I have. But as always, in all of my videos, I'm trying to help you guys learn as much as possible. So today, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm choosing an RC charge when I'm attacking. This is by far the most commented thing on all of my posts. People don't seem to know where they're going to start. So I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about the basics of how I'm choosing a spot. And then we're going to dive right into the live hits right after that. So let's get right into the demonstration. Okay, so I'm going to be using this base right here as an example. So first, there are 3 things that you guys need to know about how I'm choosing the spot to spirit charge. The first thing that I'm always considering, which is at the top of my priority list, is Fox and RC safety. If you lose the RC or the Fox during the attack, you are going to have a much harder time getting through the base because, of course, the RC without the Fox is going to be way more vulnerable, and your Root Riders without the RC are going to be way more vulnerable because they have barely any actual damage behind them, because Root Riders themselves don't actually deal a whole lot of damage. The second thing that I'm looking for is the path for the Root Riders into the base. It's very important that you set the funnel for your Roots to have a nice clean entry, because of course when your Root Riders have a clean entry, that is always a recipe for success during your attacks. And finally, the last thing that I'm looking for in this new meta is a fair amount of RC charge value. If you are not able to find a decent amount of value, and maybe you only spirit charge an Expo or an air defense, then you are going to be in a lot of trouble, because your Root Riders are really going to struggle to get through all of that additional damage because your RC was not able to get you enough value during your hits. Now, this attack here on this replay, on this FC, I thought was quite a good example of how I'm doing that. As you can see, I was able to achieve a clean path with my Root Riders, my RC stayed safe, and I got a bunch of good value. So this is a good demonstration, I think, that sets you guys up for success. So make sure to refer back to this part of the video. But let's now get into the live attacks. Okay then, first attack of the day. We have this base. I've seen this base a lot, and I think that probably behind the fire spit area into the poison towers is going to be where most of the bait is going to be. So the question is, where am I going to spirit walk on this one? And that is a great question. And I am thinking right now into this mortar. I'm going to take down this mortar over here. I'm going to push my RC into this corner. I don't think this side is going to be baited, but if I'm wrong, that's not going to be very pleasant. Hopefully I'm not wrong though. And we'll pop the haze vial now, because we're around all these high HP buildings, which means I'm still going to be able to keep control of my RC. I think I'm okay for this single cycle here. Yeah, perfect. Need to be quite careful now. We have only used 2 Invis spells though, so we can get a lot more value with this RC charge. I really wish you would go and grab that poison tower for me, but I just don't think it's going to happen. And I'm going to recall. My goodness, that was scary. Okay, so now I have basically only one option. I don't want to enter into the crusher mortar, because that is just a recipe for bad things. So we're going to go into this multi-arch tower side at the top. I need to be ultra careful here at the top side, because Minion Prince, Giga Bomb, all quite scary. My Queen almost even dies here. I'm going to have to put her ability fairly early, because somehow she has taken a lot of damage, and that is obviously not very kind from the defender here. So I'm going to poison everything up. And maybe there was a... Oh, wait, how did my Queen die? Okay, well, this is the beauty of the new rank system, because your Queen can die in half a second and you won't even know it. But we're still looking okay. Where is my RC? Okay, my RC is there. King is not in a great spot. King is not in a great spot, but we're not looking too bad. Let's go Warden ability now, and we'll go ahead and we'll overgrowth this fire spitter, because that thing is being very unkind to me. You know, I don't like unkind defenses. Can somebody... Oh, I overgrowth the town hall second time. That's probably not the best play, but I think the Yetis and the core should go in and grab it for me. The question is, can I get through that crusher mortar on the back end? I'm not overly sure that I can, but we'll see. Right now, I think just getting to the 2-star is going to be my biggest thing here. And pop this. Okay, that is doing a lot of damage. Let's freeze it. We'll go with these 2 thingies here. And, okay, I really want to try and keep that Warden alive, but I think it's going to be quite tricky. Come on, people. Let's keep moving. Come on. Come on. Move. Get through the crusher mortar. Hurry up. Come on. Come on, boys. Hype me up. Let's go. First attack of the day. This one was really scary. I wasn't sure if we were able to get for that Crush and Mortar. And probably my second Overgrowth on the Town Hall probably wasn't the best idea, but look, pretty crushed if I do say so myself. Somehow we lost the Queen. I wasn't paying attention, but first attack of the day, always have a couple sketchy things go wrong. But we do get a triple, and I'd say that I would say that is crushed. I can't talk. Sorry about that. Let's get into the next attack of the day. Alright boys, sorry for interrupting your viewing experience, but a reminder, my base subscription, there is only 6 out of the total 30 slots which were available left. This was the base that I used yesterday, base number 4, which is now in the subscription. I got insane results in the top 1k. Unfortunately, if you are looking for coaching and the tier 3 coaching on my Patreon, they are currently sold out. I'm super busy with coaching, but I will let you guys know when I am next available to do some coaching. But sorry about the interruption, let's get right back into the video. Okay, so next attack of the day, reminder, we are on a mission to overtake Clash of Clans itself in subscribers, so sub up. We're about 100,000 days away from overtaking them, or something like that, I can't remember now. But you find this base here, quite an old Clash with Wolfie base, I think this is. And it's very scary because it's pretty solid against my Root Rider army. I'm going to try and push my RC and grab one of these Fire Spitters, and then hopefully we don't get baited on the Root Rider entry. I think this area around here is going to be baited where the Fire Spitter is. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but I think it's the safest Spirit Walk. Going into one of these sections just looks incredibly scary, and I don't feel like doing that. The RC is actually going to pull herself in there. The Fox is going to stand. Okay, this is really interesting play here from the RC and the Fox. So they're actually just going to do absolutely nothing useful for this whole raid, and I'm going to pretend like nothing just happened. So yeah, this is incredible plays from them so far. Let's now enter into this mono section. It should be quite a fairly straightforward entry, but maybe a bit scary, we'll see. We'll go for the first Overgrowth spell like this on the Town Hall. Oh, please chill out a little bit, RC. Okay, I think she's okay. Is she okay? I can't really tell. I'm just going to Invis her. Nope, she's getting targeted by that. Well, if the RC... Yeah, the RC's just dead, isn't she? Should I save the RC? I'm going to let the RC die, I think. I just don't think it's worth using the Eternal Tome so early just to save the RC, because she's just going to die later on to the attack, because obviously the Fox 5 seconds ago completely sold me. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for the Invis to trigger, and we're going to poison that Furnace, because that thing is quite scary. Come on, Poison Tower to trigger. Just going to Overgrowth the entire thing like this. Perfect. Now, things should go inwards. Or not. Yeah, okay, things are going in. That's what we want. We'll pop the Queen ability now. Send in 2 Headhunters for that King. And we... Oh, yeah, this is getting a little scary now. The Apprentice Warden is getting a little bit eager, and he's dead. And things are in range of that Crush and Mortar now, so I need to be ultra careful. Let's pop the Warden ability now. And we'll try here, but I don't think we'll be able to get through it. Let's try. Queen's still doing a great job. Crush and Mortar, I don't think I'm going to freeze it yet. When it starts hitting my Warden, that's when I'll probably freeze it up. But right now it's distracted on the Crush and Mortar. Beautiful stuff from the thingy there. Okay, okay, I'm going to freeze the Ricochet Cannon actually for my Queen. And then that should do it, I think. Let me just make sure this Queen doesn't go down. 92%, and we'll pop the King ability. So just waiting for that. There we go. We can now pop King ability. He'll finish off all of the rest of the defenses for me. And it is fairly close, but King and Queen alive. Obviously, we let the RC die because she was just not being my best friend on this attack, which is fine. It happens, but a triple is a triple. Let's now get into the next hit of the day. Okay, so the next hit of the day, we have a Poison base. Now, traditionally, I'd like to go for a Spirit Walk into one of these side compartments, but which one am I going to choose? I am going to choose this side today. Why am I choosing this side? Because the Giga Bomb's on this side, and normally people like to trap the side where the Giga Bomb is not. I think that's the correct English there. Don't know. Then I'm going to use that to just trigger that or lure that, whatever the word is. And I could even go for a little redirect into the core here. I think I'm going to try it. Okay, RC, grab that Inferno Tower for me. That would be absolutely amazing. So we're looking super good so far. Is she going to get that down? I think she should. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Let's go for the queen right here. And let's just chill out for a second. Then we'll go 1 ice golem, 2 ice golems. Bang, 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 bang. I'm going to delay the RC a little bit. I don't want her to get hit by the Giga Bomb there. And we'll send in the king now. Those were really bad wall breakers from me, so that kind of sucks a little bit. My queen's getting targeted, and she might even die. Boys, the damage is so ridiculous in this new flipping hard mode thing. Whatever this thing's called. I forgot what the mode's called now. Someone stun that thing, please. Then go and get the mono down. Then we'll kind of push around like this. I missed the town hall. Okay, that is a lot of rocket balloons, by the way. What the heck? What the heck? Please don't kill my warden. What are you guys doing? What the hell? They're so locked in right now. Okay, can someone maybe heal up my queen or something? Or can she go inward a little bit, please? That would be nice. We still have that Eternal Tome, which we may use probably when this Overgrowth spell wears off. Try and just counteract that Poison Tower a little bit. That's a couple hits to my Fox, which sucks. Okay, we'll pop it now. We'll go for the Overgrowth spell like this. It looks a little bit weird, but I think it's going to be solid because we should be able to heal up and then approach this Crusher Mortar Town Hall combo. Instead of kind of approaching it like now, where we're kind of quite low on health. Unfortunately, RC gets targeted by the enemy king there. But we should be good, right? We have a freeze spell. We have the king ability to push everything in. Let's do it now, and let's freeze that. Queen's locked onto that. Root Riders are going in with the 2 Yetis there to grab that town hall for me. Time is the only other worry. We've got 40 seconds. Enemy queen still up. Warden is still there with a rage gem. Queen go out, yeah, and then somebody go in, yeah, okay, nice. Queen gets stuck on the enemy queen. This is okay. Let's see, how low is that gold storage? Pretty low because it damaged by the E-boots at the start of the hit. And there we go, that is a triple, so not too bad so far. But let's just get into the next hit of the day, I guess. Okay, what do we have now? Okay, another double poison base. I think the weakness in this one is honestly just Spirit Walking the Town Hall now. Like, that thing is so exposed. So probably what I'll try and do is Spirit Walk the Town Hall. Should be quite safe. I should be able to use some rocket balloons to kind of tank for her. So let's just test for any Tesla. Perfect. Now we'll go with the Invis spell. And like this, and then like this. And then, yeah, you can see how I was able to kind of tank a couple of hits from the Town Hall. I will pop the Haste Vial now. And then hopefully we can get into this Fire Spitter a little bit. I'm a bit scared because normally there's a lot of traps around the Fire Spitters. But right now we're looking solid. If she goes to the Wizard Tower, I'm just going to recall. I don't think there's any point in Spirit Walking that area. Not a lot of value to be had over there. Because, you know, there's pretty much nothing over there. Now, although mortars seem small, they are scary in this meta. So I'm just going to use that Ice Golem there to just tank the mortars at the start. And we'll get everything in as usual. Again, I'm a bit scared of these backside Fire Spitters, but we're looking okay right now. How am I going to overgrowth? That's the great question that we do not have answered right now. I'm going to go like that. Push a couple bits in. And yeah, this is looking super good at the moment. Healers kind of, I allowed my, oh, is that my Fox? Okay, I don't know, I just panicked a bit there. I thought that was my Fox, but I don't think it was. Queen going inward should be a massive help to me. I can't see the health of those roots. They're looking healthy over there, which is really good. We're going to need to save our Warden ability probably for this area over here with the Crusher Mortar and everything. Because that is a very scary area. Let's go for this. And let's honestly just freeze these heroes up with all of that stuff. Pop King ability, get through these Teslas really quick. Because again, those are quite scary. Go for one of these here. Now I'm just going to chill. I think I'm going to struggle to get through this back end now. So this is when I need to be saving my Queen ability. The Expo is being tanked right now, so I'm going to try and push everything in with that Super Barb. Unfortunately, the Expo retargets, hits the Super Barb, not the end of the world. RC is really trying her best to die. I may try and save her. Somehow the Warden dies as well, but I think we have enough. Let's see, though. Queen is on the mono. She should make very quick work of that. We have wall breakers for this king. Hopefully they can do that. I don't actually know the interaction with wall breakers. They don't quite get the wall down, but it doesn't matter. I'd say this one's crushed. I don't know if you guys agree, but I'm overall pretty happy with this attack. Not much else to say, really. Solid start so far. Let's get into the next attack of the day. Okay, next attack. Invis Rage Base. I wanted to show you guys a style of base because you guys don't know how to attack it yet. So instantly I'm switching to the log launcher. And I'm going to deviate from my normal plan a little bit. I'm going to try and get down this Crusher Mortar because that thing is so exposed outside of the base here. I'm just going to try and Spirit Walk it. It's not the best Spirit Walk in the world, but in theory I should be able to get down a bunch of high value targets right here. We have the Ricochet Cannon, we have the Merge Cannon. So I think this Spirit Walk's looking really solid. Now, hopefully the RC is going to go, yeah, that way, that's perfect. Going to take some damage, but not the end of the world. Please chill out now, RC. Okay, let's recall her now. We don't want her triggering anything too early. Oh, wait, what? Where was the Fox? Nah, that's a scam. What do you mean? Okay, look in. Send 2 Ice Golems in like this. Then we'll go with the Log Launcher like so. And now this is where things get a little bit scariness. I don't know what I'm even saying. I'm going to send the King. Oh, come on, King, go in. Yes, King. Okay, now we'll go with the Roots. And hopefully they kind of time themselves to trigger that Invis Tower. There we go. Come on, this is looking super good so far. So basically what I'm trying to do, Spirit Walk one side of the base. And I think my King's just dead now, not going to lie. My King is really not looking great right now. I'm going to try and save him, actually. And things are going inward. Go in. Yes. Okay, Invis 1. So I can delay the Warden ability a little bit. Okay, we'll go Eternal Tome now. Lots of scary damage on me at the minute. And we'll chill out for a second. Beautiful Eternal Tome there. Go for something like this. Oh no, things turn back inward, please. Turn back in, turn around. Yes, Queen. Okay, we're looking okay. This base is... Oh, come on, Queen, lock in. What is she doing? Okay, that's not my real Queen. Man, this mono is dialed in right now. Okay, let's see. Are we going to get it? I'm not sure. I don't know if that mono is going to be able to hold the line. We have a giant, but that mono might be able to do it. Let's see, though. Let's see. Come on, boys. Diggy just got killed. Only one archer over there, so time could also be an issue. We find the Nado. No, it's so close. This is so close. Come on. Queen, what do you mean? This mono is so dialed in. Boys, this was so close. I don't know how this went wrong, but I think it was just my Fox dying, wasn't it? I mean, there was no other issue with this hit apart from the Fox dying. That is so frustrating. How did I miss my Fox? I'm going to have to watch this replay back because I've got no idea how I didn't catch the Fox with that recall spell. Anyways, 89%. Pretty solid. That's the approach that I'm doing on this style of base. I don't know how that failed, but I think it's because the healers just took a bunch of damage from, like, nothing. And then, of course, nothing really turned in to grab the Inferno. Queen got lit up. Mono literally clutched there like crazy. Instead of actually hitting the giant, he hit the Warden and the Queen because we hit the Nado. Totally unlucky in my opinion. Don't know what you guys think, but let's get into the next hit of the day. Alright, well, I just watched that replay back, and that is very perplexing, to say the very least. I've got no idea what killed me there. Oh, sorry, it was the Fox, and then I don't know what happened after that. I think we hit some traps or something, I don't know. But this base, I'm going to go right into these fire spitters. I think we're going to get a little bit baited, but should still be okay. We do set the funnel quite nicely. We'll get an archer over here, just, doing a bit of cleanup, bits and bobs over there. I think the Nado is going to be in front of these fire spitters, so I'm going to try and hold my RC ability a little bit. Let's see, though. Move a bit faster, RC. Come on, get through that base. I'm very scared right now. No, not the mortar. Okay, is there a Nado here? I'm just going to risk it. Okay, yeah, we pressed it. I thought I didn't press it then for a second. That was quite scary. Yes, RC. Come on, RC. Go. Stop hitting all the spring traps. Okay, and it's recall. Oh, my God. Oh, my boy. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Let's not be too crazy. I was thinking about going into the Crusher Mortar then, and that would have literally just been the death of me. So we'll go into this section over here. And this mono... Sorry, yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's go for this over here. Nah, my Ice Golem was like a second too late, and now I'm going to have to invest a free spell for flip's sake. How am I going to approach this core? Should I just send it right into this core? Should I just do that? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to send it right into this core. This is looking pretty weird. No, RC, go in with the roots. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. RC is really not being my friend today, is she? Whatsoever. Okay, so this is not looking exceptional. We've lost the Apprentice Warden there. What? Who's not killed the Minion Prince? Oh, the Warden had to do it himself. Okay, great. Okay, this is now looking really bad. Okay, there we go. I wanted that to trigger, but everything's dead. Oh, my boys. What happened here? Oh, now I'm just tilting, bro. Now I'm just tilt mode. Actually, we can get the percentage up decently. Giant's doing a lot of great work over there, but he's just going to die eventually. Personally, I blame it on the spectator. I don't know what I was doing. Man, I need to work on these double rage bases, because, like, what was I even doing here? I mean, why do I have 4 wall breakers? They don't do anything. I don't know why I made that change. I didn't even mention it because it was such a minor thing, but why did I do that? They suck. They literally suck. But it's fairly close. 88%. But I think my biggest issue was the minion prince somehow not dying, because the RC was like all the way over here, I guess, and then the warden ability got sniped. Maybe if I had the warden ability a little bit later on to get through this Crusher Mortar side, and then overgrowth like half of the Rage Tower, I would have been good here, but oh, I can't be bothered to do the rest of the hits, I'm not going to lie. Whatever, let's just get next hit of the day. Alright, next attack of the day, I really want to get this triple because we just had 2,000, they're just infuriating. But this base here looks miserable again. Let me lock in. I want to try something here. It's a little crazy, but if it works, it's going to be very cool. And I quite like doing cool stuff, so you know what? I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it and see if it works. It may not work. It may work. Oh gosh. Please go in, RC. Please go in. Please go in. No. Oh god. Oh no, I'm getting baited. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is not good for me at all. Okay, use those 3 there. Alright, welcome to the third analysis on this base right here. Let's see what went wrong in this base. Okay, wow. So, Ace Clash of Clans here is like, oh, let me just try and be cool and do something a little crazy, and then look, okay, last 2 attacks of the day, let's just say they didn't go to plan. The commentary was me raging. I need to just cool down a bit, because sometimes I'm like, I can't be bothered, and I just keep doing hits because I just want to get them done, and then it just makes things even worse. So, put in 1 time speed. Now that we're all caught up, let's turn the volume down because that's quite loud. We lose the RC. We got fully baited. It happens, but we got 0 value, 0 pathing, and right then I was just like, okay, well, time to enter damage control mode and not 1 star, because without the RC, and we literally spirit walk like 1 section at like 2 wizard towers or something, we're just cooked, right? So I was in damage control mode here, sent the queen in to kind of funnel the outside, king there to like funnel that side, I guess. I decided to pop king ability here to make sure everything goes inward, and I think I recalled my queen, I want to say, in a second here, because she was getting targeted by all that stuff. So I sent her into the core, which probably wasn't the best play. And then, as you can see, we're kind of just jammed in this core. 2 poison towers on us. I decided to overgrowth the Crusher Mortar, but I mean, there's no real solution here. We are just completely cooked. You can see the healers are healing up the warden and just letting all the roots die to the poison damage. And I was not sounding very happy right now. So yeah, unfortunately, no live commentary for these last 2 hits. They are just going to be what you might call a replay. But yeah, I just kind of invised here. I think I just ended the hit. I didn't want to watch my queen and warden just die in the core. Maybe they could have got a couple more buildings, but I just ended it there. I was like, whatever, man. So let's just forget about that. 61%. I mean, yeah, this is just the natural runnings of the new Legends mode. Literally, my RC died in half a second there. We got fully baited in front of the mono, in front of the merge cannon crusher mortar thing. So yeah, that makes me very sad, but let's get into the next attack, which is also going to be a replay. Let's go. Okay, well, this was the final attack of the day, and I'm sure you can already guess that I was not in a good mood for this attack, shall we say. Now, I don't know why I decided to do the Spirit Walk that I did. I actually see now a much better option with the Spirit Charge. It's a little crazy, but it's much better. I decided to go into this Rage Tower, right, thinking, you know, Rage Tower, normally, you know, is pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of space in front of this Rage Tower for any damage. But now I look back at it, I think probably the Spirit Walk into the Crush Mortar was looking better because you can actually get the RC into that Crush Mortar fairly easily, right? And now at this point, I was like, RC is not really doing me any favours. I only have one Invis left. I was like, where did my last 5 Invis spells go? And I was just like, I cannot be arsed. I just had like 3 fails in a row. And one of them was like 60%, which is like the worst fail I've probably had in the last long time. Apart from that day where I had like a 1-star. And then, of course, my Ice Golem gets spring trapped, and I'm not sure the King even dies to those 2 Headhunters there. Oh, no, he does. And I enter into the mono. I thought, oh, that'd be fine, but I didn't even look at, like, the CC, and I kind of got stood up on the CC whilst I was in the rage damage, which is just a horrible combo. I froze there because the Queen was getting targeted. I think somehow my Apprentice Warden died. I don't even know what is hitting him right now. I think maybe the Inferno Tower and the Fire Splitter. Put my Warden ability, but it's a little bit too late. I don't get to save the Apprentice Warden, and then for some reason here, everything died. I mean, it was just crazy. I don't know what I was thinking with this approach, but clearly I need to go back to the drawing board on these double rage bases. I had them figured out, and now I don't have them figured out whatsoever. So, look, it's not the end of the world. 2 fails, but as you can see, this one, my RC didn't even die, and it still barely made it to the 60% mark, which is just embarrassing, quite frankly. It is just embarrassing. But, I mean, was this attack really that bad? 63%, as you can see, I just ended it. I was so frustrated. So, yeah, unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. And I was very hot-headed, but I'm all good now. And I think my biggest issue is definitely I need to keep my myself under control. If I fail, maybe just take a little break. But what's happened in the last couple of days is I've been quite busy. I had to, you know, get moving. I didn't have time to do any warm-up hits, so I'm kind of a bit out of the cycle maybe in terms of these Legends hits. And so I'm going to do some FCs tonight, today, whatever. Really work on my game because I'm starting to get very frustrated with this Legends meta. I think it's because I am just rushing my hits. I'm not really caring about them necessarily. But it's a bad excuse, right? I need to be locking in. So I apologise for the lacklustre hits today, but we had 3, 4, maybe 4 good hits. I can't remember now. But 4 fails is just trash. But I really need to work on that. I know I can do it as well, but I just make these stupid, rash decisions like I did with that mono poison one where I just RC charged right into all of the bait. It was like the most obvious thing ever. You look back at it, the mono and the Crushing Mortar with the poison tower on top of each other. Oh, but anyways, I thought it was a bit crazy. Anyways, you know, you get what I'm trying to say. I need to be a bit more laid back. But at the same time, I need to care more about these hits and really put in the time because I've been lacking recently. And I do apologise for that, as I said. But that's what I have for you guys in today's video. Again, sorry for these hits. They were just bad. They just sucked. But hope to see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you don't unsubscribe now because, yeah, that was bad. But see you guys later. Goodbye.